Back at it. We are getting real close to the end. One thing I noticed pretty nice, the owner actually shaved this off flush. The chimney in this house is no longer in use. So years ago, throughout the duration of newer and newer units coming out or more advanced appliances. So the last thing that was in this chimney, I believe, was a gas-fired furnace. It used to sit in this mechanical spot here in this room. Before that, it was an oil-fired furnace. You could tell that by this pipe. And also when the property was obtained, there was a 275, I believe, oil tank sitting outside above ground, which was hauled away, I believe, just before the sale or at the time. Either way, it wasn't obtained. It wasn't here when the property was secured. So that was the last thing in the chimney. I cut it and left the inch out, and the owner just shaved it off completely. There is a fireplace, as you've seen in other videos upstairs, but eventually that fireplace will not be in use. It's going to become, there's going to be an insert, I believe, a gas-fired appliance insert for that space. So basically, it's a really nice chimney, old bricks from the 1800s. It makes a really nice fire that warms a lot of the house, but it won't be in use. So this chimney will not be in use. I think what's going to happen, either that hole is going to be closed off or there's going to be a vent put on there to draw air down from the top. Now, the units, from what I can understand, the two water heaters, they're going to be installed using this chase, and the intake and exhaust will be to the exterior. So they're not going to pull any interior air out of the mechanical room. This is going to be a door on the mechanical room. I just heard, lots of updates on the HVAC Keystone cops. They were here yesterday, and I see that they bored a hole through here. And there's another spot. Let me see if I can go over here and show you. There's another spot right there. And that's for the line set. So the line set is for this coil. So what was supposed to happen was yesterday, or the day before yesterday, they called and said that they would be here at 12 noon. They actually showed up at 5 or 5:30 p.m. Did not call and warn the owner that they were running late. We're not going to keep going over beating up these guys, but again, management. So they showed up at 5:30. I was the only one on site. I didn't want to be, but through whatever, I'm kind of like the project manager on this site. So anything that happens has to be ran past me. I'm not thrilled with that. However, I'm the only one trusted to secure the site. So at 6 o'clock last night, they bored these holes through. I was finishing up, getting ready to close and lock up the site. And these guys get out their torches, and they thought they were going to start brazing the line set to the coil. Well, it was 6:15. I said, hey guys, it's 6:15, and their position was, well, our boss told us we have to braze these lines in and leave the condensers outside so that they're secure and no one, tries to steal the condensers or walk off with them. And I made it clear to them that just because you brazed the damn copper to the condensing unit outside, that doesn't stop anybody from stealing them. They make something called a hacksaw, and all you got to do is cut through the copper and walk off with them anyway. So that's not a reason to stay here. And they started at 6:30 p.m. And they didn't want to call their boss. I don't know. That's none of my business on that side. But I know one damn thing. I threw them off the job. I was like, get out of here, go home, have a good night, and whatever. Also, what's interesting, they're heading to another state. So they were trying to jam that down the throat on the job and then leave the state for a week or two. And with the premise that, oh, we were there and we left the condensers and we have progress. Well, they haven't been here in 2 weeks. So I made a judgment call, and that was given to me by the owners, that ability to make that judgment call on any trade or contractor on this site. And the judgment call was not to stay here until 10 or 11 o'clock at night after they were late, 5 hours late for a 12 o'clock appointment. So I was very kind to them. In a kind way, I told them to leave. All right, so back to the chimney. It won't be in use, and that's going to be a vent. And we're here trying to finish up the domestic water. But I just wanted to update you on that and the HVAC. I believe probably that was it for them. I did talk to the owners again, and I have a feeling that they're officially fired now. If you look at this unit and think, this is a brand new unit. For that person, I think they erased their comment telling me it's $1,500. So what showed up, this coil is a 5-ton. Let's see. They almost covered up the serial number, but you can look up that model number. So they're going to run a 5-ton condenser for this. The unit is a 6-tuber, 120,000 BTU. We went over that in another video. So between the unit, this coil, and that condenser, it's an easy $6,000, at least in this area. And I discussed before, yeah, you can go online and probably find it for $4,800 or $5,200. But going and pick it up locally here, you're talking close to $6,000, and stuff is not getting any cheaper. So there you go. Still last shot at the poor furnace that's been beat to hell. And it just looks like chilief. There was no way I would take cement and paint up a furnace like this. Brand new furnace. It looks like something that was picked up off the side of the curb. So the owners are not happy with this. And we're just hoping that the functionality of the unit hasn't been compromised. That's the only thing to hope for at this point, because with the slew of lawyers that these owners have behind them, I wouldn't want to be this company. Okay, so we'll see you on the next one, and we'll keep bringing you videos as we're coming around the bend on this retrofit of the old 1800s dwelling. See ya.